Today the hot topic to say is the development in oncology, because biosimilars outside of supportive care have already been developed in rheumatology and play an important role there, is with the monoclonal antibodies. But while these are coming to the market, the first one, rituximab, which is recently approved in Europe, what we have is the history of two biosimilars in supportive care, G-CSF biosimilars and erythropoietin biosimilars. They were first developed in Europe, now they have also been introduced in the United States. The FDA was a little bit slow in defining how can you register biosimilar. Now they have sorted everything out, so those registrations are ongoing also in the United States and throughout the world. So what is a biosimilar in supportive care? And in general, it is exactly the same product as the so-called originator. And we have to realize that the originator of 10 years ago is not the same as today, because production processes improve. So you're not producing the same stuff in the same way you used 10 years ago. The same way is true for your car. Whatever make your car is, you know that it's not the same, it has the same name, but it's not the same as 10 years ago. So the same is true for drugs. So we have to realize that. So what has been the impact of biosimilars in supportive care? What we have seen is that in many countries there are restrictions for the use of G-CSF in spite of guidelines from ESMO, from EORTC, and also on the other side of the Atlantic from ASCO on the appropriate use, but they were not used because of cost. Biosimilars have reduced the cost, and we have seen in many countries that according to the guidelines, these biosimilars now used properly, and the same is true for erythropoietin. So I think biosimilars, by reducing cost, increase the access, and provided they use within the guidelines, I think this is a real progress for all our patients. There's still today some misunderstanding about biosimilars. Some colleagues are saying, well, these studies are relatively modest, it's only a few hundred patients, we need further data. I think that if we look at the way biosimilars are approved by EMA, and I'm just restricting myself to Europe, it is a very complex process actually. The companies have to show that they are indeed producing exactly the same product within the boundaries of variation which also exists for the originator. So once you accept that, you realize that there is no problem that an EMA-approved product is a good product. And I think ESMO has put forward a very nice position paper quite recently with Joseph Tapernero as the first author.